One of the most significant misconceptions created by the Harry Potter movies revolves around James Potter. The films present him as a one-dimensional bully who tormented Severus Snape without cause, while elevating Snape as a misunderstood hero. This misrepresentation has led many fans to perceive James unfairly, ignoring the growth and bravery he displayed later in life. Hey guys, welcome to another video of Certified Potterheads. The portrayal of James in the films relies heavily on Snape's biased perspective. The only memory shown is one where James humiliates Snape by hanging him upside down and exposing his underwear. This scene is undeniably uncomfortable, but it wasn't traumatic for Snape simply because of the prank. The deeper wound came when Lily Evans, the girl Snape loved, intervened to defend him. Instead of showing gratitude, Snape lashed out and called her a mudblood, a hateful slur that permanently damaged their friendship. The films simplify this incident, showing Snape as an innocent boy quietly reading while James targets him for no reason. However, the books provide a much different context. In the original scene, James and the Marauders are by the lake, discussing their exams. Snape follows them, pretending to be engrossed in his notes, but secretly spying. Sirius, bored and mischievous, decides to taunt Snape, who retaliates by casting a spell that cuts James's cheek. In response, James retaliates by hanging Snape upside down. Lily, seeing this, scolds James and defends Snape. But instead of thanking her, Snape insults her in a way that further alienates her. This shows that their rivalry was not one-sided, nor was Snape merely a victim. Yet the films omit these nuances, reducing James to a bully and presenting Snape in a far more sympathetic light. It's important to note that James's behavior wasn't directed at anyone else. It was specific to Snape, and for good reason. Snape frequently spied on the Marauders and was deeply involved in the dark arts, even at a young age. By his 6th and 7th years, James had matured significantly and no longer bothered Snape. Instead, he focused on winning Lily's love, which he eventually did by showing her the kind, brave man he could be. This maturity became evident in the ultimate sacrifice James made. He defied Voldemort multiple times and ultimately gave his life protecting his family. When Voldemort attacked Godric's Hollow, James, unarmed, stood between the Dark Lord and his family. He knew he stood no chance but fought anyway to buy time for Lily and Harry. This act of bravery defines James's character far more than any teenage mistake. In contrast, Snape's actions, though complex, often lacked true heroism. After switching sides and pledging loyalty to Dumbledore, Snape was tasked with protecting Harry. However, his treatment of Harry was far from protective. Snape bullied and humiliated Harry, holding a grudge against him simply because he resembled his father. He ridiculed Harry in front of others, assigned unfair punishments, and often made his life unnecessarily difficult. Snape's cruelty wasn't limited to Harry. He frequently tormented Neville Longbottom, whose parents had been tortured into insanity by Death Eaters. Instead of showing compassion, Snape targeted Neville's insecurities, making him a constant subject of ridicule. In fact, Neville's greatest fear, as revealed in a Boggart lesson, was Snape himself. This behavior highlights the darker side of Snape's character, one that the movies largely gloss over. Some fans argue that Harry naming his son after Snape is evidence of admiration. However, this gesture was more about forgiveness than genuine respect. Harry acknowledged Snape's sacrifices, particularly his role in protecting him and his enduring love for Lily. However, this doesn't erase Snape's many flaws or his cruel treatment of others. The movies, unfortunately, go to great lengths to elevate Snape's character, adding extra scenes to make him appear more sympathetic. While his unrequited love for Lily and his double agent role are compelling, they don't make him a hero. Even J.K. Rowling has clarified that Snape's actions were motivated by obsession, not genuine altruism. James, on the other hand, grew into a selfless and courageous individual. His love for Lily wasn't possessive or obsessive. It was respectful and genuine. He didn't just fight for her but for what was right, standing against Voldemort at the cost of his own life. Despite this, the movies do James a great disservice. They focus solely on his youthful arrogance while glorifying Snape's tragic story. This has led many fans to unfairly vilify James while holding Snape up as a misunderstood hero. Snape, who was often cruel and driven by self-interest, is celebrated primarily because of his unfulfilled love for Lily. Meanwhile, James, who made the ultimate sacrifice, is remembered only for a few teenage mistakes. This imbalance in their portrayals has skewed the understanding of both characters. True heroism lies in selflessness and growth, qualities James embodied far more than Snape ever did. The movie's failure to do justice to James's character robs fans of the chance to see the depth and integrity he brought to the story. James's legacy as a brave and selfless man deserves far more recognition than the films have given him.
Yes. Was Snape always intended to be a hero?
Is he a hero? You see, I don't see him really as a hero.
Really?
He's spiteful, he's a bully. All these things are still true of Snape, even at the end of this book.